This is everything we're paying for to get to this point. It's demo day. This is the messy part. Well, we actually started the other day, but we've come down today because I want to see this in full flight of exactly what's happening. So we've had a chat to the guys this morning, it's all happening. This is like such a weird feeling actually, seeing it come down and knowing that we are into building phase after this. But to get to this point, we have actually had some massive progress, but also some really key costs. So that's the other thing I want to share with you guys around exactly what it costs to knock down a home in Melbourne. So I actually have my laptop. So at this point, spreadsheets are life because no one is going to remember exactly what's going on unless we have a good spreadsheet. So welcome to spreadsheet land. This point of the build, we have obviously done lots of prior planning. So I want to run through each of those areas that you actually need to do before you can knock down a home, and also your planning parts that are required when you're planning to build a new home on a block. So architect and interior designer, these are obviously very, very crucial phases when it comes to designing what is going to go on that block. We are basically spending roughly around $60,000 on our architect and interior design services. So that is everything from designing it, making it structurally sound, the compliance required, all the things that the architect does, and then interior designing each of those areas with all our materials and finishes, functional layout, drawings, everything that needs to happen. This isn't furniture stage or anything like that. This is all your pre-planning and actual build side of things. We need a building surveyor because we cannot build unless we have a surveyor sign off our plans. And we also need our structural engineer as well, who certifies our compliance of our structural works to make sure the house is actually going to be viable to build. So those two alone are just over $22,000. You then need to have an energy report, $700. We then need to do soil investigations, over $1,000. Then we have our dilapidation and soil report for next door, over $1,000 as well. Because we have our boundaries so close to the neighbouring property, we had to really ensure that we don't do any damage to that property when we're in demo phase like right now, and ensure that we have looked at the neighbouring property, taken photos, done reports around the footings around that to ensure that our demo process doesn't affect that property as well. One of the other things that you need to do is you need to apply for your asset protection. That is a couple of grand through the council, and you need to pay your bond for that to ensure that you don't damage any of the neighbouring properties or the surrounds as well. So that is a protection that you're paying for. Obviously your disconnection, so you need to disconnect from an existing property your gas, your electricity, your NBN, all of those service providers need to be contacted. We also did an electrical pit in ground, nearly $10,000, guys. This is all prior to actually knocking down the home. So this is everything we're paying for to get to this point, and we are sitting at just over 100 grand for this phase. So that is something to really consider when you're looking at a knockdown and a rebuild, exactly what you've got to pay before you start building. So next up, we are going to be sharing all of our bathroom finishes and fixtures, and a colour that we have chosen that we don't normally use. So I am really excited to share this one with some of the products that we have chosen, and I think you guys are also going to love it too.